Ay, ay, yum, ay, 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 yada, ay, 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 dum. Yada, ay, ay, yada, ay, ay, dum. Ay, ay, dum. Yay, 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 yay. Yada, yay, 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 dum. Yay, 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 yada, yay, 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 dum. Yay, 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 dum. Yay, ay, da, 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 da. Yada da 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 dum. Yada da 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 da. Yada. Boker Tov, good morning. It is good to be back with you this morning. A lot of things this morning as it is Flag Day. So I got a message in the family group chat like, who can go to Sophia's Flag Day celebration or program? I don't even know what it is. And it reminded me of Flag Day was always Grandparents' Day at school in my elementary school. It was just a thing. It was like the end of the school year. It was Flag Day. It was Grandparents' Day. And I remember one year, I want to say first or second grade, but I still can't narrow it down. But anyway, it was a long time ago, nonetheless. And it was Flag Day. And not only was it Flag Day, but they had a maypole. Like, it was something like out of a fairy tale. It was unbelievable. And everybody got this piece of fabric, and there were so many pieces of fabric, and we all ran in a circle and wrapped this pole, and on this pole was the flag, but we didn't know it. And it was the raising of the flag, and I remember feeling this sense of, wow, a sense of radical amazement, but like in my little kid body, was it really so amazing? I mean, yes, it was, and perhaps it created a lasting memory, so I'm assuming that, it was something monumental in my childhood. But I'm curious to see what Flag Day will be in Sophia's school, and that it was an event that we didn't even really know about until this minute when we were told, like, a parent should be there because the kids are dismissed directly from there. So Flag Day, as it were, is also a reminder for us. This wasn't my teaching for today, but I just remembered it, and then Linda reminded me again, even though I was just in the conversation about Flag Day. Flags hold different meanings for different people. When things go wrong in the world, when things go wrong in the country, people tend to not hold connection or not hold the flag with any worth or importance, because flags help us to show others, or to identify ourselves, but to show others who we are, where we came from. Every time there's a parade, I live in Huntington, so there's a parade for every country, or it sometimes feels like that, that go through the town. And there's also flags that are flown for different types of people, not only related to country of ethnic background or culture or custom. And so we are in Pride Month, and you may have seen the post with the picture of Ellis with his pride flag. And so flags tell us about people. Flags remind us of the importance of what we attach ourselves to. Flags deserve to be flown. Flags deserve to be seen. I remember when Andrea and I bought this house, there was a little post. I don't even really know what it was. There was a little wrought iron thing in the grass in the front lawn, close to the house, close to the porch. And it had like a welcome sign on it. And I remember us laughing and making fun of it, like, we are never hanging any kind of flag that says welcome, that says pride, that says American flag, that says Israel. It doesn't matter. There's no way we were putting anything out there like that. And as the years went on, we didn't. We still don't. I still don't. But there have been a lot of times in our 6 years here and since that we both have had conversations about the importance of people knowing who we are and what we represent. And so it first came last year with all of what was the start of the war, and we came into Hanukkah. And we wanted to add light and brightness. It's not a flag, but it is a symbol and signal and full of light that our house was blue and white lit up so that everybody would know that, as the kids say, we're not Christmas, we're Hanukkah. But it was to say that we have enough light even when it's so dark for our people. And it reminds me of flag. It reminds me of showing people truly who you are and what you represent. There was also a post that I read about politics last night or this morning. I can't remember. That said politics are, something that we argue over or whatever it is. Like, we're never going to agree on politics. But what we can all agree on is, supporting a moral and ethical cause, that we are who we are. And flags remind us of just that. Do you stand for the principles of what that is? Does it attach to your identity? Does it make others really know who you are and what you represent, right? And for kids, yes, Phyllis, exactly. Like, we're Hanukkah. We hear it all the time because kids associate those kind of holidays with the festivities that come with it, not necessarily the background story. But when we identify with who we are and what we represent, it says to the world, hey, here we are. Know who we are, know what we stand for, know where we come from. And if you don't like it, go fly your flag somewhere else down the road. And it's okay, you can have your flag too. But when we start to bash, badmouth, cause friction and violence over things like flags or identity or attachment to a particular country or belief, is when we have this breakdown of peace in the world. And so there's a constant struggle for that which is peace. So as we come off Shavuot, I was thinking the actual teaching, not about Flag Day, the idea of pausing on the top of the mountain. So Shavuot was 2 days. It was over last night. But we got to the mountain. So, did we get to the base of the mountain? Are we ready to climb the mountain? Are some of us at the top of the mountain? Some of us are on the bottom pushing others up the mountain. But it reminds me of reaching the top of something. When Ellis got his sandbox, I know people are going to cringe, but the kid loves sand. It's not the one on the ground, so it's less gross. Less animal droppings and things. But anyway, all he wanted was this little plastic red flag. And I thought to myself, what do you need that for? Yes, of course you can have it, but I was thinking to myself, why do you want it? And he said, Ima, I'm going to show you. He took his sand, he built a huge mountain, whatever, a pile. He walked his dinosaur up the side of it, and he put the flag at the top, as to say, we reached this place. As we paused on the mountain, wherever we are, each and every one of us in a different place on this mountain, Har Sinai, Mount Sinai, as it were, we pause, we reflect. The fire has settled, the earth is stilled, the sky is calm. In the quiet, we're able to hear the sound of the breeze, the call of a bird, the bark of a dog, a neighbor speaking to a friend. In the quiet, you might hear the divine mystery continuously calling. Maybe we can hear it, and maybe we can't. Some of us, our minds are so clogged and cloudy, and some of us are crystal clear, and some of us flop between the two. But maybe the mystery is calling, I need you. I need your hands, your heart, your eyes, your will. I need your courage, your strength, your tender fragility. I need all of who you are. Be a vessel. The vessel that houses homes, I was going to say, like a homing pigeon. The vessel that houses the soul. Be a channel, a connector to that which is how we connect in the world. As we honor tradition, as we honor Torah, as we honor what has been inscribed upon our hearts based on the situations that we've experienced in our lives, each of us different ones, let us honor that which has been brought to us, which is what makes us who we truly are. Let us together lift up this idea of connection to something in our community, to God, to spirit, to universe, to being a collective with whatever that is that you're comfortable with. For some of us, it's God, and some of us, it isn't, and it doesn't make it wrong. But the idea of we are channeling something, the energies, the love, the soul that we've been given, this vessel of us is a conduit by which we connect to the world. It's a force of healing. It's a force of love. It's a force of justice. It's a force for this deep desire, want, wish, must have for peace. Peace of heart, peace of mind, peace in your spirit, peace in the land. There's nothing more that we want than a peaceful heart. So that if we all have peaceful hearts, there'll just be more peace in the world. In this week's Torah portion, we learn, or we don't learn, it says, it is written, as it is written, is that priestly benediction, that Birkat Kohanim, that blessing that we do at the end of every service when we bless you. And it reminds us that no matter where we're going, no matter how hard it gets or how easy it is, that there is a blessing in the highest form of blessing. Moses, Aaron, the highest form, the most known peacemaker was Aaron, Moses' brother. And he was the conductor of blessings. In ethics of our parents, or Pirkei Avot, ethics of our fathers. We don't say that. Ethics of our parents. We are instructed to be Aaron's students, to be those peacemakers, to be that vessel that says, hey, no matter what we're given, no matter how unfair it is, that we need to pursue our actions. We need to work together as a loving community, as a people, to find the ability to touch others, to bring them closer to that which is our tradition, be it Torah, be it God, be it community, be it whatever it is. I know, especially in this last almost 2 weeks, what it means to feel the blessing of protection, of love, of peace, even in the hardest moments. And so I bless you as we go into Almost Shabbat, which will be together at 7:30. But I bless you just like you've blessed me. Yivarecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless and protect you. Yair Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka. May God show you favor and be gracious to you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. Wherever we go, let us remember the words of Torah. Let us remember how far we've come. Let us remember that, you know what? We may not be ready to put that flag on top of the mountain, but wherever we are on the mountain, we have all of those of us, the ones we love most, that are there to continue to walk with us, to climb with us, to push us up that mountain. And God willing, one day we'll be able to place that flag at the top to say, I made it. We are one human family, one heart of abundant love. We love you. We look forward to seeing you tonight at 7:30. Let us continue to show up for one another, to breathe a little bit more, and to live out the legacy and love of those that we love. Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael Chai. 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 Od Avinu Chai. We'll see you at 7:30 tonight. Be well, everyone.